Welcome to the Des Plaines River Trail. Good afternoon, everybody. I am coming to you this afternoon from the city of Wheeling, Illinois. It is at this location that we are going to ride the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail. All that traffic you can hear right now is coming from Lake Cook Road below us, basically standing on the dividing line, well, right about here, between Cook County over this way and Lake County over this way. For those that don't know anything about the Des Plaines River Trail, it is a really long trail. It basically starts at the very top in Lake County at Russell Road and runs all the way through the rest of Lake County, crossing Lake Cook Road here, and then riding down all the way down to Route 64 North Avenue. So this is a really long trail. I believe this ride's going to be somewhere around 43 miles round trip. But truth be told, I'm actually doing this on 2 separate days. I'm going to present it as one video, but today is Friday. It's actually a very cold Friday. The bike says it's 44 degrees out now. So when I'm moving on the bike, the wind chill is definitely in the 30s. And then on Sunday, it's going to be a little warmer, and then we're going to ride the rest of that ride. So the first route we're going to follow, as I said, is going to take us from Lake Cook Road down to Allison Woods. It's roughly 11 point something miles, I think, round trip, just there and back. So I ended up parking today at Potawatomi Woods. They definitely have parking there. It's not too far. The bike says we rode less than a mile to get here. So we're going to start making our way south. We're going to be checking out anything interesting along the way, and then we're going to stop at Allison Woods. Then with the magic of editing, we're going to pick it up from Allison Woods and start making our way further south.
It's shout out time.
A shout out to everyone who has reached out about the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail for the past few years. This was definitely a trail I've been putting off. And a special shout out to Zethan and Wally, who both went out and rode the trail and reported back to me what they found. So let's check out the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail. All right, so as you saw, I guess on the bright side, looks like they're doing some trail work over there between Lake Cook Road and Potawatomi Woods here. On the negative side, it's all torn up right now, but they accommodated me and other bikers getting back and forth, so that was good. All right, so the bike says 5.6 miles later. All Trails is saying 5.48 miles. We reach like a very unceremonious end to this trail right here at Winkleman Road. The whole way they laid this out, just very questionable. They should definitely do something to make it easier to get from this point to Allison Woods. The signage is really poor, really old. Can't even read what that sign says. So the way to continue the trail here is to just ride down Winkleman Road. Now, nobody's going incredibly fast on this road, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. The larger deal is crossing right here into the parking lot at Allison Woods. So I don't think there's a light there. It's been a couple of years since I've been down here. Yeah, I don't see a light down there, so hopefully that won't be a big issue. Well, as you saw, crossing wasn't as bad as it could have been with a lot more traffic. So there's a big gap. I was able to make my way easily across. They definitely have to do something to make that safer. I understand that they're making improvements to this trail. One of the improvements they could definitely do, in my opinion, would be to make it safer from this section to that section over there. That northern section of the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail, there's definitely sections you could tell that there was recent work on, so making improvements, definitely a good thing. So when we come back, today's Friday, so when we come back in a couple days, we're gonna pick up this portion right here and then take it all the way down to 64.
Marty! You've got to come back with me. Where? Back to the future.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
All right, so 2 days later and 11 degrees warmer, I am back here at Allison Woods. This time I'm here with Wally, and we're gonna check out the Des Plaines River Trail, the Cook County portion of it, headed from Allison Woods all the way down to North Avenue and back. As I understand it, there's been some construction going on to make improvements on the trail. Looking forward to seeing those. Though this is my first time headed south from this point, so it's all new ground for me. So I'm excited to check this finally off of my list of trails to do. So here's the map of what we're gonna do today. I think it's about 17.5 miles each way. So we're right here at Allison Woods. It basically follows relatively closely to the Des Plaines River here as we make ourselves all the way down here to North Avenue. Looks like it ends here at Fullerton Woods East. So let's get going. All right, so let's do a quick map update. Looks like we're at Kloempken Woods. So where I parked on Friday was Potawatomi Woods over here, and I went up to Lake Cook Road and then back down. And then I went down to Allison Woods. That's where we started today. Now we've made it past the River Trail Nature Center, Lake Avenue Woods East. Now we're at Kloempken Woods, still making our way south. All right, so we're about 4.2 miles away from where we parked at Allison Woods. Come across a trail end sign, active railroad. So just as we got to this location, there's a bunch of people crossing the railroad here. So let's just take a look and see what we got. There's the other end of the trail over there. So I'm not sure what Cook County's solution is to this, but this is definitely not a good crossing. All right, so we've made it to Big Bend Lake, just a little bit past where we had to cross the tracks here. So right here at Big Bend Lake, they definitely have access to trail parking here, so you could definitely park here and ride on this trail starting and stopping from this location. It also looks like there may be a little path that goes around it, but it says it's a hiking trail, so that usually indicates no bikes. As always, when given an opportunity, let's take a moment to recognize Old Glory, waving in the breeze, as she should. We've made it to dam number 4 Woods, Picnic Shelter Grove 2, which is going to be that way over here. They have an interesting parking lot here. It's not made of asphalt or anything. You can see the big shelter up this way. And they do have a porta potty, so that's good. Well, as you could see, definitely not the easiest crossing here until this is all done, but apparently they're going to pave all of this, so that's really good. And for the meantime, we're just going to go around the grass here. You can see it's packed down and then reconnect up there. Well, we made it to I-90. Definitely a perspective I haven't seen before. I spent a lot of time driving down this way, stuck in traffic though. Wally says that this is the L train to the O'Hare Airport here. Goes right underneath. After you cross I-90 and I-190, you'll soon come across this bridge. If you cross this bridge and continue riding until the road ends, you're basically going to be in the Rosemont Entertainment District. They have a lot of eating and drinking options, so if you're at this point on the trail, it's definitely worth checking out. Well, as you can see, we made our way to the Rosemont Entertainment District. Wally's been on this trail a bunch of times, so he's familiar with this area. So it's very cool that you could easily get to this area right from the Des Plaines River Trail. There's a lot of options here to eat and drink. This place here, Saltwater Coastal Grill, they still have their outdoor seating, which is awesome for mid-November. Very pleased to see that. This place over here also had their outdoor seating, this Pete's Dueling Piano Bar, although they were not open yet. All right, so we've made it to the very end of the Des Plaines River Trail on the Cook County side. This intersection up here is the intersection of North Avenue and First Avenue, which is Route 64 and Route 171. So I'm not exactly sure how many miles it is, but from this location, if we were to hang a right and go down to First Avenue and then hang a left, we'd have to go up all the way up to here. This is the eastern end of the Illinois Prairie Path main stem in Maywood. So we're not very far from that. It would be nice to see if they were to at some point try to connect this together. It looks like there's some little trails through here. Perhaps they could finish it off through here and connect with it somewhere up here, and then you could start heading west. But once you hit the Illinois Prairie Path, all of a sudden the ability of you to ride in a variety of areas increases. So that would be definitely a cool extension. If you look up here by the Brookfield Zoo, you can see the Salt Creek Trail winding through on the map. So there's lots of trails that are not connected, but they're pretty close to where we're at currently. At Sunset Bridge Meadow, it does look like they have a couple hiking trails. And of course, you could start the trail from this particular location right at the very bottom at North Avenue. And they do have restrooms over here. For those of you not familiar with North Avenue, Route 64, if you were to hang a left here, basically it could take you all the way to North Avenue Beach in Chicago. If you were to hang a right, Route 64 can take you all the way to the Mississippi River. We'll do a map update here. So it looks like number 1 on here, on this map here, is Allison Woods. So this is where we started today from. And we've made our way all the way down here to North Avenue. It looks like we're in the Melrose Park, River Forest, River Grove, Elmwood Park area. So there were a couple spots where the All Trails route that I was following is no longer the actual route for the Des Plaines River Trail. You can see we end up going around in certain areas. So before this video is posted, I'm going to try and clean up my version of the map. This whole section no longer exists. So they want you to take what we ended up taking here. So they're rerouting it to make it more safer in certain spots, which is good. All right, so that does it for the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail. I made it back here to Lake Cook Road. It is awesome to see improvements being made on this trail. The boardwalk is really nice. The new bridge over Lawrence Avenue is really nice. And it's great to see a week before Thanksgiving that crews are still out making improvements on the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail. That said, this trail has some glaring flaws. They need to make it safer to cross Milwaukee Avenue at Winkleman. They need to fix some of these areas that get really slippery and muddy. And then we get to the train tracks. Cook County's solution to crossing Milwaukee Avenue at Winkleman is to separate the Des Plaines River Trail into 2 separate sections. So according to this map, the Winkleman Road portion and the crossing are not part of the Des Plaines River Trail. When looking at this same map, however, you're not given any indication that you're going to have to deal with something like this. In fact, in the over 100 trails we've ridden at this point, I don't recall having to deal with something like this on any of those trails. And once all these improvements are finished, this is going to make for a really nice 53.5 mile trail from Russell Road all the way down to North Avenue. So let me know what you think of the trail in the comments below. If you know of a cool place that we could reach from this trail, definitely let me know in the comments below. As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from the Cook County portion of the Des Plaines River Trail. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.